The Tiger and the Fox, a tale of cleverness and humility. Chapter 1. The Jungle Kingdom. In a vast, lush jungle full of towering trees, sparkling streams, and a chorus of chirping birds, many creatures lived together in a delicate balance. Among them roamed mighty tigers with golden fur and piercing eyes, rulers of their territory by strength and courage. One such tiger was Raja, known throughout the jungle for his power. Yet, while his strength was unmatched, Raja was not always wise in his actions. Not far away, in a quiet part of the jungle, lived a clever fox named Felix. With bright, curious eyes and a quick mind, Felix was known for his ability to solve problems and outsmart challenges. Though small in size, Felix's wits made him a respected member of the jungle community. Chapter 2. Two Worlds Collide. Every creature in the jungle had its own way of life. Raja the tiger prowled the vast open clearings, confident that his strength could overcome any obstacle. Felix the fox, on the other hand, darted through the underbrush, always alert and ready to think on his feet. Their paths rarely crossed, until one hot, sunny afternoon when hunger and chance brought them together. As the midday sun warmed the forest floor, Raja's stomach rumbled with hunger. He decided it was time for a hunt. Unbeknownst to him, Felix was busy gathering fruits and small morsels for his meal near a shady grove. Their meeting would soon set the stage for a contest of strength versus cleverness. Chapter 3. A Hunger-Driven Encounter. Raja stalked silently through the jungle, his powerful muscles rippling under his striped fur. His sharp eyes caught a glimpse of a small, rust-colored tail disappearing behind a bush. Excited at the thought of an easy meal, Raja pounced with all his might, certain that no creature could escape his grasp. At that very moment, Felix, startled by the sudden rumble of approaching footsteps, sensed danger. His heart pounded, but his mind quickly switched to action. Instead of freezing in fear, the clever fox prepared to use his wits to survive. Chapter 4. A Quick Dash of Cunning. With lightning speed, Felix darted out from his hiding place and led Raja on a wild chase through twisting trails and hidden clearings. The tiger's powerful strides shook the jungle floor as he followed every movement of the elusive fox. Yet no matter how fast Raja ran, Felix was always a few steps ahead, carefully choosing narrow paths and sudden turns that even the strongest tiger found difficult to navigate. As they raced through the dense foliage, Felix began to devise a plan. He knew that if he could lead Raja into a tricky spot, he might finally escape the tiger's grasp. Chapter 5. The Clever Trap. Felix led Raja toward a narrow ravine where the dense underbrush formed a natural maze. "This way," cried Felix, feigning panic as he scampered between clusters of thorny bushes. The tiger, focused solely on catching his prey, followed eagerly without noticing the subtle signs of danger. When Raja reached the narrowest part of the ravine, his large paws suddenly found the ground uneven and slippery. Caught off guard by the tight space and hidden obstacles, Raja's powerful strides faltered. In one clumsy moment, the mighty tiger stumbled and got momentarily trapped between tangled vines and rocky outcrops. Chapter 6. The Tiger's Frustration. Stuck and frustrated, Raja roared loudly, his booming voice echoing among the trees. He thrashed and struggled, trying to free himself from the natural snare that the clever fox had led him into. From a safe distance, Felix watched with concern and a hint of sympathy. Though he was a rival in that moment, Felix did not wish harm upon the tiger. He only sought to save his own life. Realizing that his strength alone would not get him out of this predicament, Raja began to feel a mix of anger and regret. His pride had led him into a trap of his own making, and for the first time, he wondered if there was more to life than brute force. Chapter 7. A Change of Heart. As Raja struggled, the sounds of his roars reached other creatures in the jungle. Some of the elder animals, wise with years of experience, came to see what was happening. Among them was an old parrot known for his gentle wisdom. With a soft, calm voice, the parrot advised Raja, "Strength is a gift, dear tiger, but true greatness comes with wisdom and humility." The tiger, now humbled by his own misfortune and the kind words of the old parrot, paused to listen. In that quiet moment, Raja understood that his power needed to be guided by careful thought. He began to calm himself, realizing that the chase was not worth the endless anger it had brought him. Chapter 8. Forging a New Understanding. Freed eventually by the combined efforts of his own careful movements and a few helpful animals who gently cleared the tangled vines, Raja sat on a rocky outcrop to reflect on the day's events. Not far away, Felix watched from behind a bush, his heart still racing, but now filled with relief. After a long silence, Raja called out softly, "Felix, you have outsmarted me today. I see now that wisdom can be as important as strength." Felix, though cautious, replied, "Dear Raja, I only wish to survive. I meant no harm. Perhaps we can both learn from this day." A gentle understanding began to form between the tiger and the fox. Raja realized that he could use his strength to protect rather than to dominate, and Felix understood that cleverness need not breed enmity but could lead to mutual respect. Chapter 9. A New Kind of Friendship. In the days that followed, Raja and Felix met occasionally on the jungle paths. While they remained very different in nature, their brief encounter had taught them a valuable lesson. Raja's roars became less about asserting power and more about greeting his fellow creatures, and Felix, with his clever mind, shared his insights with other small animals who admired his resourcefulness. Their newfound understanding spread through the jungle, encouraging many creatures to value both strength and wisdom. The jungle slowly learned that respect and cooperation could make every day brighter and safer for all. Chapter 10. Moral of the Story. True greatness comes from the balance of strength and wisdom. The tale of the tiger and the fox reminds us that while physical power can achieve much, clever thinking and humility are equally important. It teaches us that when we learn from our mistakes and value each other's strengths, we can build a kinder, wiser world for everyone. Enjoy the tiger and the fox, and remember, even the mightiest can learn to be wise, and the cleverest heart is strongest when filled with humility and respect.